Of course, we lost the other three. And let's see, 6 mil. Richard Anderson is still around and looking great. Still good in physical condition, so he looks exactly the same. And of course, you've seen Lindsay here. What else?
I think that's about it. Yeah. Now, you did the reunion movies. You and Lindsay did the
Oh yeah, you're talking about 6 mil.
And then
we did 3 movies before. We went to series, and then we did 3 more after. I didn't think this thing was ever going to die. We did one. I remember the second one that we did after we finished was about 1989, and we worked in Toronto, Canada. And there was a young girl that was the guest star. She made about $2,500 for the 2-hour movie, and her name was Sandra Bullock. I don't know whatever happened to her. She never hired me in any of those movies. But she was a sweet girl and a good actress, and I'm happy she made a big career for her because she deserved it. We finally did one in about 1994 where Lindsay and I got married, and then I think if we ever did another one, it would be in the old age home. In wheelchairs, and we would probably be going through a divorce.
Now, you mentioned that they're doing a remake of The Fall Guy. They're going to do a movie. There has been talk about a $6 Million Man movie with Jim Carrey in the role. And I know it's probably
that'll never happen.
But
here's the problem with that particular franchise is it's owned by Universal, but the family, the Martin Caden, the man who wrote the book, Cyborg, they had certain rights, and it's been in litigation here and there and, for many years. The last we heard of it, it was with Warner Brothers at one time, then it went to the Weinstein Brothers, and things like that can languish on the shelves of some office for a long, long time. It may not even get out in my lifetime, but so. Who knows what's going to happen with that? I know Jim Carrey was mentioned, and that was kind of like if they were going to do a spoof on it or something, but I have no idea. I don't think it's going to happen for quite a while.
well, because you look at shows like Starsky and Hutch, The Dukes of Hazzard, that both got remade into really big budget movies and ended up being almost parodies of the old shows. Are you worried, or is there any concern, not necessarily for you personally, is there a concern that one of your shows is going to get that kind of treatment, and then it's a completely different tone for the show?
Well, I have no control over any of that anyway. They're not my shows. I just was lucky enough to appear in them. They belong to whoever the studios that made them. Universal Studios made 6 mil. Fall Guy was made by 20th Century Fox. It's between those people and the people who own the scripts. So you really don't have any control, and I know I've seen a couple of what you're talking about, and it's sometimes they're close and sometimes they're just not there. I think Dukes of Hazzard was I didn't really think it was done that well, but and there's quite a few others that's been done. I don't think you can ever. There's just, in our business, there's just so many things that you can do. Everything has been shot before. Every movie has been made before. Not only certain things have been changed, maybe the era has been changed, costumes and the actors, but every story, it really has been done in some way. But there's some, they still are able to take a piece of this one and that one, put it in and make a different movie. But there's not really much originality out there. And you take a picture like Gravity, which is a wonderful movie, but I think it was in the wrong category because they're thanking the Academy. I'm a member of the Academy who votes for the Oscars. They're thinking of starting a whole new category next year for movies that are over 50% or more. Like Gravity was 80% computerized. I mean, done with computer imaging stuff, and it's not like 12 Years a Slave, for example, or some of the other films. But when you use that much animation, there's some quarrel between those two groups of making good old-fashioned movies and those with all the blow-up effects and stuff. So that may come about in the next few years. I wonder if anybody saw Nebraska. Wonderful movie. I was so happy for Bruce Dern. Bruce Dern must have beat him up or killed him 3 or 4 times back in the Big Valley. he never would die. He kept coming back every season. He would do a couple each year. And he was wonderful in that movie. So if you haven't seen him, go see it. It's worth it. It's a very funny movie.
You mentioned dying in Big Valley over and over. You were the one, Heath was the one that got shot the most in Big Valley.
I was the youngest, so they always thought I'd heal quicker. Shoot the young guy.
All right, we'll open up these microphones.
Yeah, we have
here.
questions out there,
Questions.
anybody?
We'll start that.
I'm happy to answer them if you got something that I can possibly answer.
I wanted to say, I'm a bigger fan of action and science fiction movies than I've ever been. I don't do chick flicks. I'd rather go see a good shoot 'em up, beat 'em up. They make me happy. But one of the things I'd like to know now, you were talking about how they take pieces of one movie, a type of movie, and put it together. One of the movies, I have always had a thing for westerns and cowboys, and you and Nick, man, I can remember several of us girls talking about which we'd rather have.
Well, it depends if you were older men.
I wish they would bring more westerns back, and I thought that the Alien versus the Cowboys, I thought that was the most brilliantly done thing. Do you think it's possible that they'll ever get back to doing westerns? I mean, Cowboys, man, they're the top of the heap.
I don't know, there are some that come out that are really, really good if they stay true to the Western genre. But I think like The Lone Ranger was a little over the top. For me, as a true Western, loving Western movies, it was just a little silly.
Well, what they were doing with Silver was just cracking me up. But
Well, everybody has their own opinion.
is the Western as a type of movie? Is it just not able to